Do you mind if I plus verb? Do you mind if is a polite way to ask if it's okay to do something. Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I park here? Do you mind if I take a nap? Do you mind if I order first? Do you mind if I ask for help? Do you mind if I pet your dog? Do you mind if I take a photo? Do you mind if I take a break? Do you mind if I wear sneakers? Do you mind if I open the door? Do you mind if I open the door? Do you mind if I wear your hat? Do you mind if I use your Wi-Fi? Do you mind if I check my watch? Do you mind if I use your phone? Do you mind if I bring a friend? Do you mind if I check my email? Do you mind if I ask a question? Do you mind if I eat this cookie? Do you mind if I borrow your pen? Do you mind if I borrow your car? Do you mind if I bring my laptop? Do you mind if I turn on the fan? Do you mind if I take a shortcut? Do you mind if I suggest an idea? Do you mind if I use the restroom? Do you mind if I close the blinds? Do you mind if I close the window? Do you mind if I use your printer? Do you mind if I use your charger? Do you mind if I use your charger? Do you mind if I share your table? Do you mind if I share my opinion? Do you mind if I make a phone call? Do you mind if I pick up that book? Do you mind if I take a rain check? Do you mind if I use your bathroom? Do you mind if I bring my own food? Do you mind if I write a note here? Do you mind if I make a suggestion? Do you mind if I leave my bag here? Do you mind if I have a quick chat? Do you mind if I check my messages? Do you mind if I take a quick look? Do you mind if I sit by the window? Do you mind if I turn up the volume? Do you mind if I close the curtains? Do you mind if I ask for directions? Do you mind if I join you for lunch? Do you mind if I use your sunscreen? Do you mind if I use your sunscreen? Do you mind if I change the channel? Do you mind if I turn on the heater? Do you mind if I bring my own lunch? Do you mind if I use your microwave? Do you mind if I wear casual attire? Do you mind if I bring my own pillow? Do you mind if I bring my own pillow? Do you mind if I bring my own snacks? Do you mind if I sit in the back row? Do you mind if I turn off the lights? Do you mind if I turn down the music? Do you mind if I take the last piece? Do you mind if I wear my hat indoors? Do you mind if I wear my hat indoors? Do you mind if I ask for your opinion? Do you mind if I borrow your car keys? Do you mind if I order a decaf coffee? Do you mind if I borrow your umbrella? Do you mind if I leave a little early? Do you mind if I take the window seat? Do you mind if I have a piece of cake? Do you mind if I bring my own notepad? Do you mind if I close the door gently? Do you mind if I take a photo with you? Do you mind if I use your office chair? Do you mind if I bring my own water bottle? Do you mind if I take a moment to think? Do you mind if I take a moment to think? Do you mind if I use your charger cable? Do you mind if I take a different chair? Do you mind if I take a different route? Do you mind if I use your gym equipment? Do you mind if I borrow your headphones? Do you mind if I bring my own coffee mug? Do you mind if I use your hand sanitizer? Do you mind if I use your hand sanitizer? Do you mind if I wear sunglasses indoors? Do you mind if I order a vegetarian dish? Do you mind if I bring my own headphones? Do you mind if I close the window blinds? Do you mind if I take a quick phone call? Do you mind if I take a moment to stretch? Do you mind if I order something different? Do you mind if I take a look at your notes? Do you mind if I take a moment to meditate? Do you mind if I borrow your laptop charger? Do you mind if I turn off the notifications? Do you mind if I borrow your charging cable? Do you mind if I borrow your charging cable? Do you mind if I close the book for a moment? Do you mind if I borrow your reading glasses? Do you mind if I take a rain check on dinner? Do you mind if I close? Do you mind if I close the lid of the laptop? Do you mind if I take a rain check on that offer? Do you mind if I use your umbrella for a moment?